So, very good morning to you all. Today, we are going to discuss uh, reverse logistics. That is the topic in case of in supply chain management. Reverse logistics, uh, actually, as the name is very much clear, reverse logistics. We have different kind of, you can say, system where we have different kind of, you can say, pattern like whenever we have uh, whenever we talks about traditional logistic system, it used to flow from left to right. It used to flow from left to right. That is like you demand, you order something, and you get in, and your order is processed. You do some payment, and you receive that particular order. But whenever you feel that your product is faulty, or your product is requires some kind of replacement, or your product is not as per your expectation, or your product requires some repair, so you actually need to send it back to the manufacturer. So that kind of logistics is actually termed as reverse logistics. This is one of the important industries nowadays, because without reverse logistics, online shopping companies like Amazon and Flipkart actually will not work. So this is one of the figure, as you may have seen here. This figure says that, I can show you here. This figure says that to this industry this industry is very important. This figure says that this is the figure by Amazon, quoted by Amazon itself. In 2019, Amazon actually is having a return worth 207 billion US dollar. See the importance of this industry. Without reverse logistics, you cannot play into the market. You cannot effectively play into the market. So reverse logistics companies, it comprises of the sector of supply chain that processes anything returning inward through the supply chain or traveling backward through the supply chain. Hence, the name is reverse logistics. So the name is reverse is very much clear here. This can encompass anything from returning goods, inward disposal, recycling, packaging material, or recycling disposals, previously sold products, faulty products, replacement, any kind of returning of the product from right to left, from customer to manufacturer, is termed as reverse logistics. Generally, it is somewhere it is written as return management. Now people start talking about return management. So the full definition of reverse logistics, as according to the Council of Logistics Management, is the process of implementing, controlling, and planning the cost-effective flow of finished goods, raw material, and in-process inventory. The flow is from the point of consumption to the point of origin, to properly dispose of these or the recapture its value. So this is one of the definition given by Council of Logistics Management. So that is why people start talking about reverse logistics nowadays. So reverse logistics is the opposite of standard supply chain. This is just opposite to the standard supply chain, because here the product is moving from right to left, from customer to manufacturer. So the goods move from end user back to the seller to manufacturer. It can include return from e-commerce, retail, as well as components of refurbishing, remanufacturing, recycle, disposal, resold, temporary or permanently. So that is why people start talking about this term as a return management. So there is this entirely field, uh, different kind of field that is called as return management. So the first use of this term reverse logistics in a publication was James R. Stock in a white paper titled Reverse Logistics in 1992. So see, the importance of this particular industries is come up in 1992. The concept was further refined in subsequent publication by this person James Stock in another Council of Logistics Management book titled Development and Implementation of Reverse Logistics Programs. So see, the importance of this industry. People start work talking about this particular term since 1992 itself. After that, 1998, there is one more amendment. 1999, there people start talking about different kind of advancement in this industry also. So reverse logistics trends and practices. The reverse logistics process include the management and the sale of surplus as well as returned equipment and machine from hardware leasing businesses. Normally, logistics deals with event that brings the product towards the customer. In the case of reverse logistics, the resources goes at least one step back in supply chain. So, for instance, goods move from the customer to distributor or to manufacturer. So, at least there must be one step back. It's not like you start reversing this product entirely from customer to manufacturer. No, at least there must be one step back. That is to be termed as reverse logistics. See the this particular image. This is the graphical difference between forward logistics and the reverse logistics. So in case of forward logistics, product is moving from raw material, then fabrication, module, part assembly, inventory, and then customer. But from reverse logistics, it usually from customer, then and given back to raw material, or maybe in between any stakeholder in the supply chain. This is one of the image where it can shows that how the reverse logistics is important for different industries. Like people start working in the industry, start talking about in every industry. Distributor is also involved in between reverse logistics. Retailer is also involved in there. End user is definitely there. Collection and selection of the material, and ultimately it's recycling. So uh, there are few examples of reverse logistics managements alike. Uh, One is returning of goods by the customer, simple return. As I need it today, but I don't need it tomorrow. So there is no question return by the by the uh, online retailers like Amazon. So return of unsold goods by distribution partners due to contract terms. Maybe it is there. Reuse of packaging, refurbishment of goods. You can see this particular term refurbishment. It is very popular in case of in online shopping nowadays. Refurbishment of goods, repair and maintenance as per guarantee scheme. Within guarantee, you find some fault in your product, you may get it repair or get maintenance. So you need to given back this product to the manufacturer or maybe retailer and maybe distributor in between. So remanufacturing of goods from returned or defective items, that is also there. Selling of goods to a secondary market in response to return or overstocking. This may have also seen sometime. Then recycling and disposal of end of life. One of the best example is that in a Delhi NCR, diesel car is having life of 10 years, petrol car is having life of 15 years. So at the end of this particular time, it has to be disposed either by manufacturer, either by a customer, either by some third party. So end of life. Existing and growing market dynamics such as higher customer returns rates and a need for recycle and reuse are increasing the occurrence of these instances of reverse logistics. Because see, one of the example like you and me, we usually change our cars very frequently, change our mobile phone, and get it with some exchange offer by the manufacturer. So see how this return management is important. You you replace you get a new mobile after exchanging the old one. So where did that exchange goes? What is the process of that exchange go? This is obviously reverse logistics. So delivery failure sometime, that again gas to you may get the product which is not ordered by you. Again cannibalization, because recovering reusable part from used product in order to facilitate remanufacturing and refurbishing activities. So you use some reusable part from the product that is not in use, and that particular part is used to create the another product, and this the activity is called refurbishing activity. So what are the benefits of reverse logistics? Obviously there are benefits. Number one benefits is minimizing the environmental impact. When you start talking about reusing something or refurbishing something, remanufacturing something from the old one. So obviously you are giving uh, something to the society, uh, benefits to the society. So minimum use of environmental impact, obviously, number one. Number two, improve corporate image and customer satisfaction. So because you may be like a company which is reusing the products, reusing the old product, and you are very committed to environmental issues. So obviously there is a improved corporate image, and customer is also talking about you because you are very much concerned about the environment. Third is discovering new ways of reworking material, recupping the monetary value of that item that were rejected can open up new business opportunities. Outlets are prime examples, specializing in selling last season's products or those with the small flaws at a lower usual price. You may have seen a last minute sale, or maybe a sale that is being there with the returned product with the lower prices. That is also there. Stock control reverse logistics means that better stock organization, which stops the housing of obsolete products and minimize possible errors. So the product which is obsolete, which is not technically very updated, that can be stock out at any time. That can be giving back to giving back to the company for the sale. That is also there. All these advantages have a positive effect. Likewise, on cutting cost, boosting revenue, increasing customer loyalty and repeat business, and enhancing customer experience. So, reverse logistics is one of the important area which cannot be ignored nowadays. It is very important for any kind of industry rather. So you can see this diagram. uh, People get receive product from the transport, receive it, inspect it, sort it, and ultimately give it either it is to resell or recycle or scrap something, or maybe some kind of other replacement. So that is also there. Replacement, reverse logistics flowchart. Customer, decide customer return reclaimed. कस्टमर ने क्लेम किया कि रिटर्न चाहिए लेना है मुझे. सो रिटर्न रिक्लेम्ड, रिटर्न कलेक्शन सेंटर इज अप्रोचिंग टू द कस्टमर, then distribution to secondary outlet. Now ultimately the product is recycled or resell to another customer. So this may be one of the diagram. uh, Now return policy or return management or reverse logistics is now very important nowadays. That is why the companies like Amazon, companies like Flipkart, and many other companies have their own refund policies. Come up with some refund policies, because without refund policies, customers are not any more interested in your product. You should have refund policy, like how many days they have to return the product, how will you receive the refund, either in terms of cash or credit, or in terms of another product. If you have offer refund for the digital products or in-app purchases, who pays the shipping of the return product? This is again a question. The return and refund policy, this policy is quoted, placed in somewhere on the website, so that customer get customer may get some confidence that you have separate department, you have a separate policy for returning and getting refund the product that is not in use by the customer. The privacy policy is again an agreement. This is actually required by the law. The terms and condition is also being clearly mentioned, although it is very long document. Generally most of the customer skip this thing, but this is there. Terms and condition is there. And in what terms and condition you may apply for the refund, how many days to get it credit, uh, whether you get some, you have to pay something or not have to pay, whatever. So every terms and condition is to be clearly written somewhere in the refund policy. See, this is the website of Amazon. I take it to show you how this particular this is a this particular company have a return, how to how these companies managing their returns. So they have return, refund, and replacement. So they have different FAQs. What can I return? How should I return this item? What is the process of returning it? Managing returns. Then your different your orders. What about the refund policy, replacement policy, return policy? So everything is being clearly mentioned on the website, so that customer have a trust on this website that if somebody is ordering something and he's not getting any value out of it, so they can return it. For example, sometime I may order a shoe, but after getting the shoe, that is not very much comfortable with me. However, the size is same, however the brand is also same, but since it is not comfortable to me, I have to return it. So there is clearly mentioned return and refund policy, and there is a separate department for getting return. When we talk about the difference between forward and reverse logistics, so in case of forward logistics, product quality uniform, but product quality is not uniform in case of reverse logistics, because sometime you take something from customer, sometime you take different other things from the customer. Disposition option is clear, disposition option is not clear. When to return, how to get it back, that is different. Routing of the product unambiguous, routing of the product ambiguous. How it is to be routed to, how customer is ordering something back, and in what way, in what route it is to be reached to the ultimate manufacturer. Forwarding, distribution cost, and here reverse logistics cost is also included. Pricing of product is uniform, pricing of product is not uniform. Obviously, you are returning it, what is the price, how much to be deducted is not defined initially. Inventory management consistent, inventory management is not consistent. Product life cycle manageable, life cycle is less manageable. Financial management issues clear, financial management issues unclear. What to return, when you get refund your order, in which account you will get it, in what manner you will get it. Negotiation between parties are more straightforward, but negotiations are less straightforward, because sometimes you may get faulty product. So company is some good companies is not taking care of this, but obviously there are companies who is taking care of this also. Type of customer easy and define and identify the market too, but the type of customers are difficult. Who is returning, when it is returning, nobody can guess it. Visibility of process is more transparent, but visibility of process is more less transparent. Okay, so this is 1:1 difference between forward and reverse logistics. You can see this particular image. I collect this image from different sources. Uh, like you can see, the average manufacturer spend 9 to 15% of total revenue on the return. See the importance of return. 15% is on return, and it has to be there because you have to stay into the market. You have to start working. You have to stay in the business. 70 to 90% cars is the percentage of all goods sold in the motor vehicle after market have been remanufactured. So whenever you get it end of the life, that is to be given back to the company, and company start using the reusable component of the car and doing something new. 1000 complaints and return is the number of different items recalled from the US marketplace. So you have seen different kind of data are available on internet, and you may have seen how this thing is very important nowadays. Why the people are talking about return management or reverse logistics nowadays. So this is about today's lecture about reverse logistics. This is one of the important thing, and um, people or researcher authors are creating something new every day about this reverse logistics. Nobody knows who is going to use technology in what sense. Maybe in coming future you may have drones, you may have different kind of other systems that is used to uh, take back to the product from the customers and give it back to the manufacturer. So this is the importance of reverse logistics. This is the uh, subject. This is the topic which is given in your subject, a very important topic. And generally, um, people talks about forward logistics many times, but reverse logistics is a term which is very much required to talk of. So people are less interested to talk about this, talk on this particular topic, but it's very important. So that is all from my side. I think you hope you enjoy the session, and good day. We'll meet in another video, and goodbye.